Hey everybody, what's poppin'? It's your boy Armon and we're back with another video. Get in here, get in here. It's time to get into some things.
You say that you love me, but I need to prove. And if you don't show me, I'm cutting you loose.
How is Armon
We're
doing?
doing good.
Still messy or what?
You know the vibes.
There's too many options, all begging me what I look like chasing you.
I'm only talking to Armon. I'm only talking to Armon.
Oh.
Okay. That ain't something I do.
All right, you all. So we got some gay drama today. It has been a while. And it's like a little celebrity high-end tea too. And so, listen, I'm going to try to do my best to break this down and give the most objective commentary that I can. So grab a snack and come on back, okay? All right, so let's get into it. So singer Khalid has been exposed by Instagram baddie, model, and artist Hugo. All right, child. Forgive me with the names, but this is the finest man, okay? Y'all have all probably seen him at some point on Instagram. Y'all probably have all had followed him at some point. This man is everything top tier. I'm going to give you my analysis at the end. I'm just going to tell you what happened. Okay, so boom. Apparently, he had got fed up with Khalid because Khalid had went out and was telling people that he apparently tried to steal from him, okay? So he put a post out, he had nigga lie and said that I broke into his house and didn't, because I didn't want him, okay? And so this is the picture of him and Khalid, okay, together. I don't know if you guys can see this. Can y'all see the picture? Let me see. Oh, there it is. Okay, so that's the picture of them two right there. And so that had hit the internet and everybody went into shambles. Now, before this picture came out, this man had been going in and just exposing a lot of the girls. One of your favorite gay rappers ate my ass. One of your favorite gay R&B ringers sucked my, and it was really bad. Now, that was crazy. I hate all the gay artists out right now. They are dumb as, ugly as, okay? He's saying the girls are, and this is the part that kind of gets me, just the whole exposing tweets and stuff. One of your favorite gay R&B singers offered me pink. I declined and crack. Stop letting these people in the industry, okay? He also said, I was dating this dumbass singer. He's ugly as, but he tried to set me up and lie and say I broke into his house because I broke up with him. Like, why would I go to your house and do all of that if I broke up with you, dumbass, okay? So Khalid said, there y'all go. I'm gay. Next topic, please. They said, wait, I hope Mr. Khalid isn't gay. He said, I am, and that's okay. The better singer said, I got outed and this world still continues to turn. Let's get this straight. LMAO. I am not ashamed of my sexuality. In reality, it ain't nobody's business. I'm okay with me. Love y'all. And so a lot of the internet was just kind of upset at the fact that they were like, well, if you were okay with it, then, you know, why were you trying to hide it and this, that, and the third, okay? So here's my thought. Here's my thought on the situation. Let me make myself a little bit bigger. Let's make Hugo a little bit smaller, okay? And hold on. And we're going to be a little bit bigger here so you all can see me. And then we're going to do that like that. And we're going to make him a little bit smaller so y'all can see what I got going on, so y'all can see him. And y'all can see this. So here's my thought. Because, you know, I was talking to a couple of girls. And they were just giving my thoughts. They were giving me their thoughts on the situation. And so based off of like talking to some people and, you know, just kind of doing the things that as gays do, just kind of going back and forth and talking, I think that some of the people feel as though he's an opportunist and he's looking for clout and he's trying to get his music career off the ground. Some people feel that, you know, well, I just feel like that is the majority. I feel like some people also feel that perhaps he had got disrespected and was pushed to the edge And because he's the little man, he went and outed Khalid in the situation. So let me break it down to you. So on the one hand of him being a clout chaser, to me, I feel like it can look like you went out here seeking out these men, and because you stopped getting what you wanted or you didn't get what you wanted, you came out and you started exposing everybody in the industry, and you knew that would give you rank or throw you into an algorithm where people are looking at you, looking at your music, and because you are very, very attractive, you could get away with it. You know what I'm saying? You can get away with it. You expose them. You got upset, and now you're exposing everybody because you look good, and you know that there's always going to be men, women, and opportunities for you and people after you, and you saw this as a quick clout thing. However, I don't know if I totally feel, or no, also this could be a situation where you're slightly out. You know what I'm saying? And you look, how I say this? You look for men that you can get over on. You know what I'm saying? You look for men that you can get over on, you can get money from, and when things don't go your way, you expose them and discard them because you don't respect them. So it can go that way, but I think I'm leaning more towards a mutual party situation. In my mind, I believe this is a attractive man, right? Who attracts a lot of average men, and you pay for that. This is the type of man you pay for. He is above average, okay? I think I look good, but I don't look like that. I would have to pay for something like this. I'm average. He's above average. Khalid is probably average. This is above average. This is the type of man that if I had fame, if I had celebrity, I'd have to lead with that. Because I probably wouldn't fit that picture or that mold to be his type. So I'm gonna lead a little bit with my celebrity. Hey, I'm Khalid. I'm Armon Wiggins. I'm the celebrity singer, Grammy Award winner, blah, 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 blah. And if I'm him, because I got a bunch of people in my DMs, well, I got the pick of the litter. Well, I got Khalid that's going to fly me out to full Hasta Luego and Dubai and Aruba and this, that, and the third. I'm going to sit under the average looking, because you know why? The men that are above average, they not spending no money. You got to get it. It's a give and take, okay? It's giving a Halloween pop-up shop, you know? You trick, I'll treat. It's give and take. Pin to the yada, okay? You pin it and I yada it, okay? You hit and I catch, or whatever. You know what I mean? So I feel like Khalid, on one end, you got to get this man that, a lot of men couldn't get because you are Khalid. Because if you weren't Khalid, you probably wouldn't have been able to pull him. So you lead with your status. You pull him in. You get to feel fab. Because now you got this fine nigga, and now that boosts who you are. You this Grammy Award winning artist, fine as hell, and you got this exotic, Boricua looking man, fine as hell, and then, so you get to feel fab around your girlfriends, your friends, everybody that's looking, you got this exotica on your arm. And then he gets to, well, I'm a bad bitch. I get to live that lifestyle of the rich and famous, of the glamour, because I am above average. I'm a stallion. So it's a give and take. The problem then becomes if somebody doesn't hold up their end of the bargain. Now, what I mean hold up their end of the bargain, if this individual here is not holding up his end of the bargain, maybe fuego is not being loyal. Okay? Loyal to the rules that were set in play. So you've been cut off. So are you upset? Or, on the Khalid end, are you upset now that I don't want to give you more than what you're looking for? Or did the payment stop coming through? Did you get too comfortable where you didn't realize, or you had forgot that this was transactional and you stopped depositing your check? And so I stopped depositing some. You know what I'm saying? You don't get to deposit in my ass. because you haven't paid. And once I start pulling back, Khalid, do you start to belittle me? You ain't do you know who I am? I'm the money man. I'm the rich one. I'm the famous one. I can buy another you. I can get another da 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 da. Who are they gonna believe, me or you? You try to steal from me because you are brokey. So the only other thing that I can do is expose you. I'm just saying. So I think it goes both ways. I think that on one end, I don't think that he should have been out there, but at the same time, I don't think that he should have been out there calling him ugly because you felt like he was ugly from the beginning. And see, that is the reason why it makes it feel like you seek out, because it's like, well, what made him cute to you? Because, I mean, apparently, he ate your ass. So was he really, what you like, if you laid up with him? So it clearly wasn't genuine. And that's what makes me feel like, well, girl, you only go with these people because the opportunities that they can provide you. So you're like, and in so many words, it's almost like you're a hoe, you're an escort. You're like, it is what it is. You're a hoe. You can be bought. So I think that if you can be bought, then girl, you shouldn't be talking about who's ugly and who's not, because those are the type of men that you're going to fall for. Majority of the men that you're going to date are going to be average looking Joes, probably though with some sort of money, that's going to want to feel fab with a baddie like you on their arm. Straight men and women do it all the time. You are what a bad bitch is to straight men for the gays. You are you are like the one of ones, the top percent of overly attractive men that everybody wants, but everybody can't have, or everybody cannot afford. And I think that's the bigger piece. Because if you had the coin and the status, perhaps you can get the boy. But for the girls with the coin and the status that can afford the boy, you know that you want him for the physical. You know deep down it's transactional. But the problem, I think, that the girls that can afford the boy, they forget that it's always a paper trail. Literally. And sometimes the boy can be so dreamy and so good at his job, you might fuck around and think the nigga actually like you. Then you start slipping up on your payment. And whatever that is, and if anybody's ever slipped on a payment before, what happens? They start to throttle the service. Have you ever slipped up on your phone bill or your internet bill, or, had low gas? Or your phone about to die because it ain't got no juice? The service starts to glitch and throttle and freeze. And so when the service begins to throttle, you then begin to be upset because you have gotten in your feelings, but you hadn't gotten your wallet. And then you've been paying for so long, you feel like you don't have to pay no more because you actually think that this man like you, and you're not realizing, no, girl, you are a check in a lifestyle. And the thing is this, when you lead with that, you have to continue to be that. You girls out there with the coins and the money and the status, you can't get out here knowing and leading with that because that's all you have. Because, let's be clear. You can't go look for, it's going to be very hard to go look for look. So in order to get somebody like that, when you're average built and you're average looking, if I wanted him, I can't just walk up to him and be like, what's up, shorty? He going to look at me and like, nigga, do you got some money? Cause do you see me? Nigga, you like, and so I would have to lead with how much? It's no shade. See, a lot of y'all don't like to be real bitches out here. Real bitches feel me. But then I couldn't lose the plot once I got the nigga. Understand, I got him because I had the coin and the status. And so guess what I got to keep going? I got to keep the coin and the status going. And once you stop doing that, the service begins to throttle. Amen? Somebody put throttle in the comments. The service then begins to throttle, and then you begin to feel away. But you cannot feel away because you should have known from the beginning, like you did, because you led with your status and your money because you knew that was what could equal up to his looks. But the problem is a lot of times you get tired because you want the transaction to subside and you want it to be real. And sometimes it's just not real. It's not real. But when you're doing it, you feel so fab. But it's not fair for you to only receive and then he not receive. And I'm not taking up for him. I'm just saying. I just can't. I mean, it could be the guy, because I was talking to one of my boys, and I was really ready to get on here and be like, yeah, this man is seeking these people out. But I had to really think about it. Does he really need to seek you out? I mean, he probably could hit you up. Like, what's up? Or are you a celebrity or rich friend and you like, I want him, I can get him. I'm going to use my name. I'm going to use my celebrity. I'm going to fly you. I'm going to show you a lifestyle. These are what those niggas are accustomed to. This is what happens when you look like that. This is what happens. But then it gets murky when everybody starts losing the plot. So now feelings get involved, payments are missing, and niggas is getting exposed. And I'm not for the exposing. But let me ask you this. What would he do? What could he do against a Khalid if Khalid was like, hey, this guy stole from me? The people are not going to believe it. How do we know? Well, number one, we don't know if he stole. He could have stole. But how do we know that he just didn't want to be with you anymore and he found another opportunity and was ready to take that opportunity, and because you couldn't control him no more with the status or the money, you put a lie out on him to try to ruin his name. And so all he could do was out you. And the thing is this. I would like to think that no other will ever fool with him again, but unfortunately for him, he's always going to have niggas, because when you look like that, I'm sure there's going to be a nigga that's going to be willing to pay. Okay? There's going to be niggas that's willing to pay. But being a talker about the pink coke and then this and that and this, I do feel like he talked too much. I do feel like he talked a little too much, because I would be a little bit nervous. Because, girl, what if I deposit my check and I want to get into a Diddy set? Are you going to go tell the internet? Because if I put my coin down and I'm going to be a real bitch about it, I'm not coming here to look at you and just gently kiss you on the lips and just what. I want the Diddy party. I want the freak off. Okay? I want the whole enchilada. I want to do some shit that I've never done and seen before. Because I'm sure that this is going to be worth it. Now, you can call me ugly and say whatever, but I don't need you telling all my business after that. Because I didn't pay you for that. You know what I mean? I don't know, chill. But those are my thoughts on that. I think it is an unfortunate situation that Khalid got out of it. But hey, maybe he'll find him a nice white man, like they always do. And he'll live happily ever after. A lot of the girls are saying that they felt like he was gay in the first place. They're not surprised. They're not surprised. They're not shocked. You know what I mean? And quite frankly, neither am I. Khalid is not an ugly guy, but Khalid is an average-looking guy. And I feel like Khalid, pulled this guy leading with his status and his celebrity. Somewhere along the line, the business transaction got murky and got blurry, and ends of the bargains weren't met. Either Khalid wanted more, or this guy wasn't given enough. Something got cut off, and it got dark. The transaction started to decline on somebody's end. And then when they would call HR, it would get to be nasty. Nobody was speaking English, so the confusion just began to erupt. It was like when they would try to have a conversation, you was America calling to Iran. We just couldn't quite get through, so then just expose it all. You know what I mean? Let me just call and dispute the charge. You get it. But this definitely gave me a good old case of trick or treat. You trick, and I'll treat. But don't let this run out, because once it run out, then it's a problem. All right? So I think I'm leaning towards a little bit more of the idea that maybe Khalid wanted a little bit more. I think he really felt sexy, really felt fab, and really felt like the it guy. But I think that, he probably got tired of paying for it and really thought it was real love. And I think that this guy here was just like, girl, this is a transaction. And then when he didn't want to be with him no more, maybe Khalid just started to, flex his celebrity muscle. And so this guy did the only thing that he could do and flex the ultimate muscle and expose him. And I feel like you didn't expose him after one time. This probably came out of a long time of threats. Because here's the thing. I've had friends and I've known people that I've dealt with, people with money, lots of money. And the people with these money, and I'm not saying that Khalid is this person, but I'm just saying I know a lot of people with money and power, especially they have stake in the industry. They can be very vindictive, very dirty, very dark, very shady. You know what I mean? And a bit insecure. You know what I mean? And so they could try to break you down, and then you could think that this is the lifestyle that you wanted, and at every step of the way, you're just thinking, I just want to be regular again. I don't want to deal with you because I'm miserable. And I don't care about the money at all. I don't want you. You wouldn't even be who I would typically date if you didn't have the status or the money, and I'm tired. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And until next time, keep that same energy, and we'll see you soon. Peace out.